Good morning. Chemistry second year, English medium, unit is organic compounds containing carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So topic is the chemical reactions of ethers. So let's see the chemical properties or chemical reactions of ethers. Then yes, here is so when you observe the functional group of ethers is R bond, O bond, R. Then yes, the chemical property the chemical reactions is depend upon the cleavage of C bond O. Okay, R is nothing but what here is a alkyl or aryl group, that is nothing but here is a carbon. The chemical properties or reactivity of ethers is depend upon the cleavage of C bond O. Okay, yes, let's see the chemical reactions. So when here is the ethers, in general the ethers are least reactive. Okay, yes, suppose in order to involve the chemical reactions, ethers have to be taken in drastic conditions. Okay, especially here is in drastic conditions, ethers involved in the reaction with hydrogen halides. Okay, hydrogen halides and forms the 2 moles of alkyl halide and forms the 2 moles of alkyl halide. Then is ethers are least reactive. So due to this reason the drastic conditions are required is a high temperature, then high acidified, high acidic hydrogen halides. Okay, is hydrogen iodide, hydrogen concentrated hydrogen iodide, concentrated hydrogen bromide, and high temperatures are required. Okay, so in that case there is ethers can form the ether, 1 mole of ether can form the 2 moles of alkyl halide. Then so let's see. So ether, when it is treated with a hydrogen halide, then alkyl halide and alcohol is formed. Okay, so this alcohol, the formed alcohol involved in the reaction with another mole of hydrogen halide to form the alkyl halide and a water molecule. So overall is 1 molecule of ether can form the 2 molecules of or 2 moles of alkyl halides. Okay, then so let's see here is aromatic ether here. Aromatic ether, when it is treated with alkyl halide, whether it is a hydrogen bromide or is a hydrogen iodide, then what happens is just it forms the aromatic ethers. Aromatic ethers can form only 1 mole of alkyl halide, 1 mole of alkyl halide. Then the phenolic compound which is formed in the reaction is not involved in the reaction with especially here is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, the phenolic compound. So this is the phenol. This is formed phenol not involved in the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Here is what this is the here is a alkyl halide and alcohol. Okay, this alcohol involved in the reaction with the alkyl halide. Which reaction? Which type of reaction? It is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, the nucleophilic substitution reaction takes place here. Okay, but here is this phenolic compound, phenol, not at all involved in nucleophilic substitution. Okay, nucleophilic substitution, just 1 mole of alkyl halide is formed. This is the difference between alkyl ethers and aryl ethers. Aryl ethers can form only 1 mole of alkyl halide, then whereas alkyl ethers can form the 2 mole of alkyl halide when they are treated with the hydrogen halides. Okay, then so the order of reactivity of hydrogen halides, let's see. Then in general the hydrogen iodide is more active when compared with the hydrogen bromide than the HCl, hydrogen chloride. Okay, hydrogen iodide easily generates the nucleophile HI. Okay, it can release the H plus ion very easy, very easy, that is more acidic. Hydrogen iodide is more acidic than HCl because it loses the H plus ion very easy and forms the nucleophile I minus iodide ion. Okay, then so let's see, the cleavage of ethers takes place with the concentrated hydrogen iodide or is a HBr, hydrogen bromide, at a high temperatures. Okay, then drastic conditions are required to cleave the C bond O in ethers. Then let's see the mechanism. So this is the ethyl methyl ether or methoxyethane or methoxyethane. Okay, then when it is treated with a hydrogen iodide or hydrogen halide, then hydrogen iodide is we are taking. Then yes, what here is the first of all, this alcohol is protonated because hydrogen iodide is more acidic. It easily gives the H plus ion. That's why yes, here easily alcohol is easily protonated in presence of hydrogen iodide and forms the protonated alcohol is formed. Then iodide is a nucleophile. Then so this is the first step. In the first step is a protonated alcohol. It's a protonated alcohol is formed. Then next one is is a protonated ether is formed. Then next one is iodide nucleophile. This nucleophile attacks on the what oxonium ion which is having the unsubstituted hydrocarbon end. Okay, then so this where here is a ethyl group is there, here is a methyl group is there. This methyl group is a unsubstituted hydrocarbon end. Okay, that's why easily attacks on the methyl group. Then next one is a electron cloud is polarized towards is a oxonium ion. Then next one is this is the intermediate. Then is a here is a this is the iodide ion interacts with the is a oxonium ion, and in the same way is a bond cleavage takes place. Okay, bond cleavage takes place. It is similar with the SN2 mechanism. Okay, SN2 mechanism. Then next one here is a methyl iodide and here is a ethyl alcohol is formed. Ethyl alcohol is formed. Then so this ethyl alcohol, yes, it is involved in the reaction with the hydrogen iodide when hydrogen iodide is taken in excess amount and at a higher temperatures. Okay, at a higher temperatures and in presence of excess amount of hydrogen iodide, this formed ethyl alcohol involved in the reaction with the hydrogen iodide. Then as a result of that, so this alcohol is protonated, yes, in presence of hydrogen iodide. Then iodide is formed. In the first step, here is what the first in the first stage, here is this is the ether is protonated in presence of hydrogen iodide. Then in the second, here is after formation of ethyl alcohol, then in presence of excess amount of hydrogen iodide, then it is again here is a protonated alcohol is protonated. Then iodide nucleophile is formed. This nucleophile attacks on the carbon which is attached with the oxonium, ion. Then yes, ethyl iodide and a water molecule is formed. Then yes, what happens in this reaction is, the first one is methyl iodide is formed. In the second stage, here is what ethyl iodide. Overall, then is a methoxyethane or ethyl methyl ethane. Then two types of alkyl halides are formed, methyl iodide and ethyl iodide. Ethyl iodide are formed. Then suppose if we take the here is what here is a methoxy. Here is this is what tertiary butoxy. Here is a methyl tertiary butyl ether. Methyl tertiary butyl. So tertiary butyl and methyl ether. Methyl ether is treated with hydrogen iodide. Then what happens is simply here is in this case tertiary butyl iodide is formed. Tertiary butyl iodide is formed. Reason is then when the methoxy group when the methoxy group is leaved, then what happens? More stable tertiary carbocation is formed. More stable tertiary carbocation is formed. Then this tertiary carbocation attacks tertiary carbocation is attacked by the H minus ion. Then here is a methanol is formed as a byproduct. Okay, so this is about when methyl, here is a tertiary butyl ether or tertiary butyl and a methyl ether interacts with a hydrogen iodide. Then here is a tertiary butyl iodide is formed. Tertiary butyl iodide is formed as alkyl iodide. Alkyl iodide, then methanol is a byproduct. Then next one, here is a anisole. Okay, it's a anisole. Then is a methox. Here is what is a methyl phenyl. Methyl, here is a phenyl ether or anisole. When it is treated with a hydrogen iodide, then what happens again? Here is a protonation takes place. Protonation takes place and iodide nucleophile is formed. So this iodide ion attacks on the protonated anisole. Protonated anisole, especially is the methyl group. Then the electron cloud is polarized. The electron cloud is polarized towards oxygen. Then here is a methyl iodide and a phenol is formed. So this phenol cannot interact with the hydrogen iodide. Cannot interact with the hydrogen iodide because this phenol not at all involved in the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, so this is about the chemical reactions of ethers. Simply, in chemical reactions of ethers is in general the reactivity of ethers is very less. Then this C bond O can be cleaved at drastic conditions with the hydrogen halides, especially is a hydrogen iodide, concentrated hydrogen iodide or concentrated hydrogen bromide at higher temperatures. Simply when ether is treated with hydrogen halide, that is hydrogen iodide or hydrogen bromide, then if aliphatic ethers can, 1 mole of aliphatic ether can form the 2 moles of alkyl halide. Then if it is aromatic ether involved in the reaction with a hydrogen iodide or hydrogen bromide, 1 mole of alkyl halide and is a phenol or phenolic compounds are formed. So this is for the chemical reactivity of phenols.